Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Am I a fool or am I broken? Hello everyone, I've been reading some stories about people going through their partner's cheating and I think I'd like to share mine. When I was younger, I was living with my high school sweetheart at the time. I kinda dropped out of school to work for us while she tried to get into veterinan school, but that didn't pan out. You see, she had a high level of anxiety to the point that she had trouble talking to anyone, let alone strangers, so a part of me always tried to baby her like I had to protect her from the world. We had a 5-year relationship at the time as I worked 2 jobs just trying to survive. I remember the night I'd just gotten home around midnight after biking it to Taco Bell for dinner as she asked. Right as I locked up my bike, I noticed someone was leaving in a rush out the front door. I didn't pay attention to it at the time as we had roommates, so I assumed he was there for them. Nothing special happened. We ate and watched movies together until the 3 a.m. I went to bed, leaving her alone in the living room. It was around 5 a.m. I woke up and noticed she wasn't there besides me. Walking down the hallway from my room, I saw her asleep on the couch, phone in her hand, looking innocent. Taking her to bed, I made the mistake of taking her phone cause she immediately sprung to life as she snatched it from my hand and rushed to the room. I assumed at the time she was cranky and left it at that. 1 week would go by, nothing had changed, but slowly she started to be distant and always on her phone. It'd wake up in the middle of the night to her facing me just texting away. When I made the attempt to ask her about it, she ignored me or called me paranoid. I was a 18-year-old at the time that had to grow up fast, so I believed it all when she said I was stressing out and making assumptions. It wasn't until one night I came home to see the same guy leave the house. A part of me wanted to stop him and ask him who he was with, cause none of my roommates were gonna be home that night, but I kept it to myself, believing I was being stupid. When I went inside, the place looked like a hurricane hit the living room. Rug moved, the table had drinks all over, and the couch pillows were on the ground. My ex was very clean and super germaphobe, so this was gonna kill her if she walked into the living room. I started to clean when I asked myself, where is Danny, roommate? He is the only one here, so why isn't he cleaning this mess his friend and him made? I walked to his room, knocking on the door and no answer. I knew something was up, so I knocked on my other roommates' doors and no answer. I texted them with Danny responding that they went out drinking. So who was that guy with? I asked if he had let his friend crash there, but he had no idea who I was talking about. This worried me and my mind kinda broke. I found myself in my room standing over my ex as she slept in bed nearly naked. My mind was off to the races as every scenario was playing in my head. Mostly, why was she naked and her hair looked like she was in a hurricane? Before I left, I took her phone with me, struggling with the option to go through her phone. I caved in eventually, but noticed she had changed her password. It took me 5 attempts to get it right, though I wished at the time I didn't. Immediately her messages were available to me to go through as I read through all of them, seeing she had messaged this guy labeled Mr. B. The text went up for rows at a time in a sexual manner, and how they'd talk about sneaking around when everyone was gone. She had told this man about how she enjoyed getting on top of him as she knew the time I'd get home. How the thrill of getting caught was the rush she loved. It broke my heart to see the girl I dated from 9th grade was sleeping around. That innocent look she had was the trap that kept me stuck. I stayed in the living room waiting for her to come out. I didn't know what to say for the life of me. All I wanted to do was scream. To hurt her back, to make her suffer for making me feel like trash, but I couldn't bring myself to hurt the women I still loved. When she came out eventually, she demanded her phone from me. I gave it back to her, but not before I had sent all the messages they had to each other to myself. In a calm voice, I told her I know what she was doing and that I was leaving. She denied it, of course, but I didn't give her any thought. I gathered my belongings and walked out, not knowing where to go. Just wanted to be away from that place. The reminder that I worked for her sake to support her and she betrayed me. It only got worse as my curiosity got the best of me and I logged into her Google Drive. There she had pictures of this guy and her in sexual position with timestamps all between 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. She had been doing this while I was at work trying to send her off to school while paying the rent and bills alone. The angrier I got, the more I tried to suppress it with booze and weed. This went on for months until she contacted me worrying about my health. We had talked and even got to the point where we would try to work it out. If I could go back in time to hit myself, this would be the time, as I stupidly agreed to give her another chance. She even talked to me about her having to be there for her lover cause they build a relationship and she didn't want to hurt him. I agreed to let them talk cause I thought it was a gentlemanly thing to do. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Not even a week later I come over unannounced to see her, only for her to be in bed with the guy. If he wasn't so slippery, I would have broken his legs as I chased him out the house with him wearing nothing but a shirt. I heard he got arrested that day when the neighbors called the cops on a half-naked man running around. Needless to say, I ended that relationship. 2 years would go by as I started dating my GF at the moment. We have been together for 7 years, going on to 8, when I started to notice partners that she'd stay in the living room until late in the morning, hide her phone from me. She's been taking a lot of sexual photos that she says she saves to send to me one day, and just act like a stranger to me sometimes. It has me worried I'm in the same loop again. My GF never given me a reason to doubt her, but I'm only human when I recently had access to her email that I never noticed she had. There I found her on chat rooms with her username being sexualized. Even saw the date it was created. Now with my GF, I know we can talk to each other and never denied having that account. She says it's old, but it was made during our relationship, and I feel like I'm being played again. What should I do? The more I think about it, the more it burns within me. Should I just end things before I get hurt again, or should I stay and work it out? I just don't want to go through this again. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Your GF failed the relationship test and isn't suitable for marriage. Dump her and find a girl that is. Staying with her will only provide you more heartache as you uncover more lies and cheating. Even if you do uncover everything. Just like your last GF, she will cheat again. That's the thing with being in love, there is the potential for great pain and loss, but we always strive to find that perfect someone. All we can do is move on and heal. Sometimes you have to go through many to get that special one. Don't give up, but leave this girlfriend. End this relationship now. Focus on yourself and your life. Hit the gym and start dating again. They are the losers, not you. You will find the right one soon. Run like the wind and stop dating for a while. You deserve respect. That's the bottom line. Your current girlfriend doesn't deserve you. Neither the first or second girlfriend were worthy of your love, attention, and loyalty. Get the hell out of there now before the dust settles, and block her calls. Start over now, or you will have regrets in the future. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.